impressive all these teams are. The fact that we could dive into all these matches so fast, stick to the schedule, speaks volumes. Holy smokes!
And there goes the super gap from UW, using as much power as they want to just get to the reload zone immediately. That is a death on the PSU side. Not sure what that was for.
Yeah, so it wasn't killed by a robot, so it's going to have some sort of module issue or a, whoa.
And UW's just going to run in. No problems there.
You can see now UW, you see the advantage of Beyblading. We talk a lot about doing that spin to win. You can see how difficult it is for them, even with their great, very accurate robots, to hit armor panels.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a very fast spinning bot either.
The robots that are standing still are not having much trouble, but then the robots that are spinning do cause them some trouble. I'll also note that this UW robot isn't actually firing many projectiles very fast.
Hey,
trying to conserve its ammo.
This HUD is super cool. So at the top, you see this buy ammo indicator, so that when the robot starts to get low, you get a little readout of text on the right-hand side that shows you your projectile allowance. But it's nice they have a flashing light that goes off, telling them, hey, man, you need to go back.
Yep.
It's going to help their pilots a lot.
Yeah. And that's super important. Situational awareness is always what you need in these matches.
Yeah, ARUW, Blue Standard 4, really getting work done here. Kill after kill, double kill coming across as they turn their attention back to the Sentry, chewing through it. 200 HP left, 150 as the hero for UW, not even waiting for that shield to fall, just trying to get things dialed in. Taking the Virginia Tech route.
This is a halfway map lineup, so they're standing in a known position and are trying to lob 42s into the base.
I don't. It's very impressive, but since we just watched a Virginia Tech game where they were literally hitting the shots from their resupply zone, right? It really highlights how impressive that is from Virginia Tech. UW, one of these great teams, struggling to hit from half court.
Yeah.
They haven't actually landed one, but they will succeed in taking down the Sentry for PSU, and they'll be able to now take closer shots if they want.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they decide.
Penn State's at a disadvantage, but it doesn't matter with these close shots because UW's infantry can fire all the way across the map from their home side wall into the enemy base, which is about 6 or 7 meters.
Exactly. In these group stages, when you have such an advantage like UW has right now, you're not really worried about the points going the other way. And so they're not going to run up and just chunk it out. As you just saw, they're taking the first period of time to kind of dial in those shots, make sure their hash marks in their HUD are where they want.
Yeah.
PSU firing back, dying to some barrel heat, but I'm glad they're firing.
Yeah. No, it's kind of a practice match, to be honest, for some of these teams that are knowing that they're at a good advantage going in. They can test things that may or may not actually work.
Hey, Great Sushi, thanks for watching. From UW, he says his brother's at UW. They're currently winning. Hard yes. Yep, they're winning this one.
Very dominant.
Round one will almost assuredly go the way of the University of Washington. They're doing quite well in their group. If you tell me your brother's name, I will shout him out incessantly.
That's a double kill from the standard of UW, using that auto-aim to take out 2 robots at once, and that is a very commanding victory from the blue side of the University of Washington.
University of Washington takes round one. Look at that awesome field now that we have for each of these victory matches. One of Isaac's brainchilds. It's been a lot of fun. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Penn State versus the University of Washington, round 2 in our A group.
And we see that super cap from UW utilized again to get their standard right into the center of the field already. Within 15 seconds, has ammo.
Red standard for maybe having some sort of referee system issue or a module offline. Module offline. There it is. Red standard 3 able to res in the resupply zone. Hopefully they just kind of stay there for a little bit. Obviously it's not a very winnable position, but it will allow them to contest a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, they can mostly survive bunkered in that area and maybe take some time.
If you're the captain of a team, I believe PSU's captain could could eject Red Standard 4, correct?
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter at this point.
I think it does. I think every time it dies to module offline, you're going to be funneling XP.
Well, I don't know. It's an active match, so we shouldn't be interfering.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
The UW standard makes quick work of the PSU standard that is bunkering. Didn't quite utilize the healing factor as much as it could have by staying out. And now look at that XP on the UW side. They have a level 10 infantry in less than a minute and a half.
Yep. Yeah, the level lead is severe. You can see the XP coming across from the central buff point and from that module offline red standard 4. PSU's red standard 3 still active here. Now level 3, they're going to have a bit more leeway with their module with their chassis power as they drive around, try to contest.
And UW has found a lineup from the center of the map to fire their 42mm projectiles at the base, which is going to be a big advantage for them in later matches.
Red standard 3 from PSU trading with AR UW, a large level advantage, so they do die in that fight, but glad to see them, taking the prerogative there and deciding to, go all out.
They're not going to go down without a fight.
Exactly.
And it looks like UW is just avoiding the sentry altogether, going straight for the base, opting to take down the shield that sits around the base. They have to do 1,500 damage in order to even do any damage to the base whatsoever, but they make quick work of that with their hero, now taking the base down to 1,000 health.
Very true. Twitch chat, Penn State is from Pennsylvania, UW is from the state of Washington. We do have a team from Japan competing in the competition, I believe Nagoya. We've got a team from Singapore. We don't actively have any teams competing from China, as they have their own regions for RMUC and RMUL.
And now we've seen the blue hero from the University of Washington reach max level, which means it can fire as many projectiles as it wants, as long as it can afford them, which it has 7 of. So here we have a lineup from UW. Going to use these 7 projectiles, hopefully on the base, to take it down. They're going to use this opportunity to learn where their hero can hit the base, and so they're going to do some exploring of the center of the map.
They sure are. Yeah, UW, just like round 1, using this opportunity once they have established a significant game lead to just do some target practice, make sure they've got their pilots dialed in, and get ready for that knockout stage that they will assuredly be going to. I think they've pretty much locked their points with this match, so that they will be making it out of groups.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm a little confused to see why the hero didn't finish off the base, but it might still just be doing that exploring, looking at things. The standard is making quick work of the sort of rebellion from PSU trying to come back here, and it's just gonna, take down the working PSU robot and go to the base and make some rotations.
PSU, Red Standard 3, by himself in this round, doing all that he can, frankly. He's doing a good job of fighting near his resupply zone. He's now level 8. He's able to make it back to his base pretty much every time in that fight. But AR UW will take down the dub. Round 2 complete. All 3 points for the match going their way. That's going to pretty much cement their group's run for the tournament and mean that they will be progressing